it was this profound sense of sadness and feeling overwhelmed and not knowing where to turn to. You do a Google search and there's a zillion things. Which one do you click? So my name's Liz, and my husband and I have 4 kids under the age of 8. So pretty chaotic household, and would have been about 2 years ago when my oldest son was nearing the end of prep. I just thought to myself, there were a couple of behaviours I had noticed, and he started coming home from school almost in tears every day, telling me he was just so sad he couldn't make a friend. And kind of, I've just thought, something's not right here. I just want to get him, we'll speak to my GP and see what happens. I was so anxious and so overwhelmed, but anxious is really the key word. And I just really felt sad for my son. I thought, oh my goodness, I had these images or these thoughts that he's never going to be independent, he's never going to live on his own, he's never going to hold down a job. This is sort of the things in my mind of what ASD meant. I'd only ever really been exposed to, I guess, the more negative, the negative side. That's all you ever hear about in the media. I really felt alone, and even my husband and I were on separate pages with this, and I really felt like I was going to be alone forever. And how would I get through not only parenting him but parenting 3 other kids as well? How was I going to keep up with my work? How was I going to keep up with anything? And that's all very, very selfish, but that's exactly what I was feeling. And I just thought, I'm never going to know where to start. I'm never going to know how to sort this out. I'm never going to know. I'm never going to have the information I need. I felt really hopeless too. So although our medical professionals and various treating people were saying you can go to these websites or look up these references or these books might be good, for me, I was really craving information on what it was like for my son. So what was he experiencing? How did he feel? Why were certain things happening to him, or why was he reacting in certain ways? And so while all of those things that the people around us suggested were great sources of information, it's not what I needed. I really needed to have a connection with what my son was experiencing. While you won't find somebody that is going through the exact same thing as you are still not alone. There are still ways to find out what your child is going through, how you can help them. And the despair or the hopelessness doesn't last forever. And also that the media really blows things up, and you really only hear about the worst of it in the media. And that doesn't necessarily mean that's you, and it's nice to know that doesn't have to be you as well. The topics are well ordered. They're easy to go through and easy to digest. And I think that's so important, especially at that point where you're so overwhelmed that, somebody recommends a textbook this thick and you're just sort of going, no, I can't. And that becomes overwhelming again. And then it's kind of this horrible cycle where you almost think, well, I'm failing even more because I can't read the amount of material somebody told me to, or I can't get through the book that somebody told me to. I can't even read a page of it. But to see that there is this course material that is, a 10-minute video that is digestible, to read a PDF of a couple of pages or 5 pages, that is achievable. Even if you do take a week to read a 5-page PDF, it is still achievable. There is still a light at the end of the tunnel. And so I think doing the course enables you to take the baby steps that you need to take at the start. So, 6 months down the road after getting our son's diagnosis and after doing the course, I think now I probably could read one of those textbooks. I'm not feeling so overwhelmed that I couldn't, but before I did the course, there's no way. Now I know the information I am probably more interested in, or that's probably more relevant to my son. So now I know which information I can seek out. And that's definitely thanks to the course, because that I was able to go, yep, that's more relevant to us in our situation. That's important. Maybe not so relevant, but still important to know about. But, you know, it was really easy just to get through it all and work out how it applies to my son and our family. Well, for a start, I could actually say to my husband and my parents, look, here are some strategies that we can start with right away. And also for his teacher and the people that were, you know, that are closest to us, because you often do have a fair wait between appointments with psychologists and with speech therapists and whatnot. And so just to be able to have this information that you could just easily go back to refer to, or to re-watch, or to just help things sink in, it was just absolute gold. I don't want to say the term game changer, because that's such an overused term, but it has been. It's just I really had no idea how, you know, I thought I understood what ASD, I mean, I understand what the acronym ASD means, but to actually have that understanding of the fact that as soon as my son wakes up, his senses are being assaulted, and he doesn't know which one to listen to. He doesn't know where to look. He doesn't know which one to go with. And to just understand even that has been a huge help. Like I said, it doesn't mean we've always got patience on tap, but it means we're able to just take that deep breath more often than what we previously could. So I can't thank the course and you and Shannan enough for putting it together. All of the parents I've put onto it say that's just what I was looking for. And it was because we've all had this need to know what our children are going through, to know what our children are feeling like, to know how to help them with those feelings. Oh, I can't thank you enough, just have that hope, and just to know my son, he's okay, and he's going to be okay, and things might be a bit challenging at times for him, but to know that generally he's okay. You know, it's been a huge thing. So thank you. I really can't thank you enough.